the toilet hole and just let rip.
I like how this is the first thing you fucking people hear on my stream.
You know she timed it like that, right?
Nope. I can hear myself. That's no.
But,
Yes, David boy, you are first. Congratulations, you win nothing.
apart from the satisfaction of being the first one here.
Very well. The first and only one, though. So, yeah.
Diva boy.
So hello everybody. Welcome to Failing to Read the News.
Hey guys.
Episode 28.
Is it 28 already? Bloody Nora, bugger me with a spoon. No, I mean literally, please bugger me with a spoon.
Yeah, only in Glasgow. Hilarious video shows punter in Shawlands with head stuck in litter bin. Despite claiming he was just looking inside for something he lost, passerby declares, "Mate, you've got your head stuck in a bin." How the fucking hell do you do that, though?
Very careful.
Talent. Just pure talent. Oh, look at him.
Only in Scotland. Only in Scotland. A latest video has emerged of a bizarre incident in Glasgow that saw a passerby in a busy street come across a man
Nice.
on the pavement who somehow got his head stuck in the bin. The sun punter was walking along Kilmarnock Road in Shawlands, and he was greeted by the strange sight. As he headed towards the James Tassie pub, he saw a man with his head wedged inside a public litter bin. Yeah, you're just repeating yourself, Daily Record. Puzzled, he naturally asked the guy how he got his head stuck in the bin.
Accidentally.
That's just pure talent. You guys trying for many years to be that much of a klutz.
Child victim had who initially tried to hide his to hide his face with a brown paper bag claimed his innocence. Not really innocent, are you?
Yeah, your head's in a bin. How can you be innocent of that? And what exactly are you proving to be innocent of besides having your head in a bin?
Someone else put his head in the bin, don't you know? It wasn't his fault. Someone else did it.
What, these bins all like vacuumed or something? Like,
Yeah, that's what happened. There was a malfunction, and it just magically, his head just happened to be in the right spot, and it just sucked it in there all by itself, like a solar vortex or a black hole or some shit, and totally understandable.
or it could just be that you woke up like that.
Yeah, there we go.
In Scotland, that would not shock me. No, honestly. Let's leave it there for a bit. That was a thumbnail.
If that was me, I'd just start singing, I got my head stuck in the bin, diddly. Just, play it up, have some fun with it, man.
No, I'd just blame a thug or something. I'd be like, dude, I didn't do it. It was a thug.
Sorry, carry on.
Instead of admitting he had somehow got stuck, the man nonchalantly tried to insist he was looking for something inside the bin.
But it's pride.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Well, I think he's well and truly lost his pride now. If he had anything to begin with.
It might be at the bottom of that bin.
Well played, sir.
However, the incredulous person filming the incident was unconvinced, and as he examined the scene from another angle, he proclaimed his head stuck in the bin. He then burst out laughing as he realised the extent of the stricken man's predicament.
I bet it stinks in that bin.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a bit. I don't think most bins smell very nice.
No.
However, the bin victim said his final say when he awkwardly turned his head inside the garbage container before directing a rude gesture towards the laughing partner, filming his discomfort. It's believed to have taken place on Saturday afternoon in the South Side. People on social media were loving the video showing a unique side of Glasgow life after it was posted on Twitter by Peter Duncan.
Peter Duncan. Peter.
What did you do on a Saturday? Just the usual. Went down and got my head stuck in a bin.
Yeah, found a kebab.
Oh, that makes sense. The guy's a fucking Celtic supporter. So that's why he got his head stuck in the fucking bin then.
I love the way you just choose a football team to make him look like a complete idiot. I think he's doing well on his own.
This is a Celtic supporter, so yeah. Imagine my shock. Some Fenian fuck posted one of the questions everyone wants to know. Said, did he get his head out? Thankfully, locals later reported the unfortunate bin victim no longer had his head stuck in the bin. Although it is not clear how or when he managed to free himself, or why his head ended up in the bin in the first place.
Is he missing an ear?
No idea. So yeah, welcome to Scotland.
Everybody seems to be all colded up. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go do a blood wing.
Okay then.
Don't fall in.
Don't do it on the shower curtain. I love being fun there.
Picturing Britt doing it on the shower curtain is a little scary about how she's going to figure that one out.
So who's going to figure what out? Hot cross bun. Hot cross bun. Man marks for a snap of English Easter special English breakfast of bacon, sausage, and hot cross bun. When his mates saw that he was picking out on what they thought was bunkers on the sun, really. Even Peter could do fucking better puns than that. And Meathead has been mocked for his weird Easter special after shoving sausages and bacon into spicy, sweet hot crust buns in a bungled version of an English breakfast. But his friends weren't wanting a sausage of it and replied with vomiting gifs when he shared his twist on the traditional Easter tree on Twitter. I don't know if Sucker's still here, but this looks fucking amazing. I don't know, just because I'm hungover.
It looks interesting.
That looks yummy.
Yeah, was it? It's hot cross buns.
That was good for a hangover, especially the salt and sweetness.
Hot cross buns are awesome.
Yeah, someone's put bacon and sausages in
Oh,
them.
I love those things.
Yeah, but you had them with bacon and sausages, though. Welcome, Hawkeye.
We don't, but, you know,
Enjoy your ranch.
they're still awesome.
No, would you, though?
I think I would.
Oh, totally as well.
Just because I'm hungover, that just looks fucking amazing.
I'm not hungover, but it still looks amazing.
Hey, the Manchester-based man who tweets as Chris WGM41 shared a snap of his so-called Easter special. Spells obviously thought he was bunkers, as one responded with a footy-themed gif showing the red card. Blind girl dropped.
She says she's going to the shop, so she might have lost the signal. Just the three of us.
Yep.
You and me.
him and me.
Another one goes straight to the meat of the matter, pointing out that can't be nice, mate. Well, I don't know things you haven't tried. Yes, random internet box, potato, or tie as they should be called.
Tatties.
Yeah, ties.
Back. And she's muted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No idea.
No, I'm not muted anymore. I'm just sorry.
No, that's where you can't help it.
My Wi-Fi today is being real slow while I'm outside.
Well, you're outside, so it wouldn't help.
Yeah.
A third replied with a gift showing Jim Carrey in a classic Dumb and Dumber scene retching.
That's a 5.
Really? Sometimes you're very generous with the
Yeah.
ratings, and other times you're very, very harsh with them.
Stingy.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Are you not happy with my ruling of the burp? Really?
it doesn't make sense.
I think it depends what mood she's in, honey.
Well, no. It wasn't supposed to make sense.
Well, I guess
I just
yeah.
make it up all the time. I make it up.
I say yeah, British is a woman, so yeah, that does make sense. What mood she's in.
It's made up scoring system of flatulence. There is no system. I just make it up.
Oh, flatulence is the wrong end here.
Yeah.
If it's gas escaping any part of your body, it's still flatulence, I think.
Yeah, for those not content with their hot crust buns with simple butter, BBC Good Food suggests the topping of solid caramel or goat's cheese fig, and rosemary combination, or even unicorn fluff, using marshmallow and sprinkles. I think I'd rather have bacon and sausages, I'll be honest.
They do look yummy though. I mean, that's perfect food for a hangover. Is that and cold pizza?
And a bottle of Vitamin Brew as well.
Coca-Cola usually with me.
Oh, God. There's nothing good for a hangover but sleep.
Yeah, that as well.
I just sleep off hangovers. I don't eat nothing. I try not to drink anything but water, and I don't move. Sleep. There it is.
I've barely moved all day.
I'm here for the dumbass hangover.
I've barely moved all day. I've just sat here all day, basically. Indian man cuts off his finger in anger after voting for wrong party.
Oh, this is extremism. This is really extreme.
I mean, Patwan Kumar says he took drastic action because he was frustrated after the era and could not control his emotions. As I think if you're like that, you probably shouldn't be voting in the first place. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. But then again, this was a country that has fucking shit-flinging festivals, so I was like the most advanced people in the world. Indian man has cut off his finger after accidentally voting for the wrong party in the country's election. Patwan Kumar said he wanted to vote for the foreign Samjai party in the second round of the election in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. Hello, Batman.
Hello, Batman.
But instead of pressing the button for the PSP's elephant, is that what they call their politicians in India? Elephants. I assume that's their party symbol, I guess. I don't know.
The elephant.
Yeah, because, like, different parties have their own symbols and stuff like that. I assume that's their symbol.
I can't remember which American government, people have the elephant, or is it a donkey or a horse? Can't remember.
I think
It's an ass.
It's an ass. Yes, that would explain a lot.
The mule is the Democrat Party. The elephant's the Republicans.
Okay.
Makes a
And the
lot of
outlandish one is the libertarians tend to be the porcupine when it's used at all because well, nobody fucks with the porcupine.
that makes sense.
They're just full of pricks.
Fucking ornery little bastards.
Yeah, they're just full of pricks.
I don't know if anyone's ever ran into a porcupine, but they don't take shit.
Yeah, they're bastards. He pressed the button with the lotus symbol for the ruling. I'm sorry, I'll delete the link after this. As soon as you come out, I'm going to delete that link because I'm too hungover to pay people.
You sound really hungover.
I pressed the button with the lotus, the symbol for the ruling nationalist, symbol for the ruling Hindi nationalist foreign junkie Janata Party.
Well, today's the day he learns that his vote's really not that important.
Mr. Kuhn on the RAA news agency accidentally pressed the button having the lotus symbol instead of the elephant. I chopped my finger off for the mistake. Just why?
Pause.
I can delete that now.
You can indeed, and much
Hey,
appreciated.
my man.
Hey, Britt.
Hey!
Hey, Chadwick.
That's
Hey,
blind girl,
Brian.
not Brett.
Not bad, man.
That's blind girl, not Brett.
Yeah, I corrected myself. I said, hello, blind girl.
I hate
And
this, but I gotta jump off.
I know it is.
Guys, in a little while.
All right, see you in a bit. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming on anyway.
Yep.
it's my aftershave, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it
Thought
is.
so. I should start using some.
I think Chadwick's secretly the Joker.
You know what the
plotting his
worst thing is
revenge.
to happen to a blind girl?
What?
You go into the wrong place, I don't know.
Somebody keeps rearranging your
That's-
furniture when you're out at the shops.
No, the worst thing to happen to a blind girl. No, the worst thing to happen to a blind girl at the moment is I use real money to pay for things and then I drop all the change on the floor. I'm never fucking finding that again.
Nope.
Fuck it.
Nope, because Scott, you'll have heard it and picked it up before you reach it.
Yeah, I managed to fly all the way to Canada, didn't I?
That too.
Like milliseconds and steal all the money, yeah.
Yeah, wait, it's money, and we know that the Scots have this special power when it comes to money.
It's Canadian money, it's not worth anything anyway.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, there we go.
Symbols are used beside the names of the candidates so that Indians who cannot read are still able to vote. Well, if you can't read, you shouldn't be able to vote, as far as I'm concerned.
I would agree with that to a certain extent, yes.
Within the time.
Unless you're blind or something, then yeah.
That leaves out 71% of the black population.
Fucking disavow.
Oh dear.
That leaves out 71% of the black population in America. Illiterate people can't vote.
I think that just leaves out 71% of the population, full stop.
I'll tell you, you're illiterate, you can't read and write either.
Apparently, adult illiteracy is actually on the rise.
Really?
Apparently, yeah.
Yes, it is.
As a delay, formerly known as Untouchables.
I would like to just be clear for anybody that doesn't know me. I can read and write. Thank you. Just not Braille.
And when he says untouchables, he means religious
How can
untouchables.
you read and write if you can't see it?
She can feel it.
No,
In her
because you
fingers.
Well,
can't read Braille.
exactly. I can't read and write Braille, but yeah, not Braille, but typical letters and other such. If I could see it, I would be able to read and write.
Moving on.
Moving
muffler.
Swiftly on.
As a delay, formerly known as the Untouchables. The election is one of the few times the 25-year-old gets a chance to have his say.
Yeah, I know full well what they mean when they say untouchables, but every time they see it, I just keep thinking James Cagney.
According to India Today, he had been frustrated with his hair and could not control his emotions after his mistake. He was taken to hospital, but was well enough to return home later. The BGP is set to come
Jesus.
out top of the election. What's what happened?
Yes, my child.
What happened, Blanco? Nothing.
I just
She
said
dropped
Jesus,
the
not
wrist.
Batman, and it was the tow truck that hit a pothole and scared the fuck out of me.
I was gonna say, wow, maybe she just
No, it's
lost
just a
the
really
rest of
big
her
truck
change.
going bangy bangs. Scared the fuck out of me. No, it's already gone in the store.
We're still heading in the direction that that film.
You know what the cruelest thing to do to a blind person be? You know those pressure activated musical cards?
Yeah.
Put one of them under all the cushions on their on their furniture.
That's evil.
Yep.
That's like blind girls
Batman, you're
trying to
never
be
coming
evil.
over, ever. You are never coming over.
Oh, you're exempt from my practical jokes, blind girl.
No. My kind of evil.
Hello, Miss Unfro.
No, my kind of evil is getting the never-ending card that it takes 2 hours for the battery to run out. You know those never-ending birthday cards where it just gets louder and louder and louder and it doesn't die for 2 hours? Yeah, that's my kind of evil.
Now you get 20. You get 24 of them, and you rig them all up to a time device that when one runs out, it opens the other one.
No, I gotta ask a question.
There we go.
I gotta ask a question. That card that just gets louder and louder and louder. What does it play? Does it play? This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend.
Yeah, there's that one, and then there's the Baby Shark song, and then there's just gay happy birthdays.
No.
And there's Never Trust a Scotsman, and
it's the British classic.
Hey.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that'll get on your nerves.
Right, you know what, dude? Carry on. I swear I'm going to shove your bloody batter axe up your ass.
I am too hungover for that shit.
I guess
Please
that.
don't.
Okay,
I guess that song got on her nerves.
Yeah.
My
Brit,
dad used to do it all to me all the time when I was hungover.
Brit,
Right.
give me your PayPal details. I'll send you the bus fare and leave the door open.
Have you heard of the candle that smells like an orchard for 2 hours that dances far after that? Some asshole started singing, did not knowing what it was. Please don't encourage them. I am not in the mood for that shit.
Oh yes, I've got a new take on an old classic.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh no, it's not. I've got a song that'll get on your nerves. It's
If
Candle
it's
in the
equally as
Wind.
annoying, please fucking don't.
It's Candle in the Wind, you know. And it seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind.
Chloe's not happy with you, Batman. She says you're annoying.
I agree.
Am I? Okay, I'll be.
Yep.
It'd be
Cat
more
has
annoying
spoken.
now.
That was the BJP is set to come out on top of the election with the main opposition Congress Party expected to fall short despite wrestling 3 major farming states from the BGP in December. Some 9 million Indians are eligible to vote, making the Indian election the largest in the world.
Jeez. I would hate to be one of the people who has to organise that. It must be a monumental task.
It says
I'd hate to be.
On you go.
You'd hate to be.
I'd hate to be one of the people who had to do the recounts.
Oh, Jesus.
Voting takes place over 7 stages. 7 stages. And initial results are expected on the 23rd of May. So, how does the 23rd of... How does that work? 7 stages of voting.
I don't know. Is this like round 1, round 2?
Please remember to like and share the stream. so I can get to 100 before my birthday and to make Peter Allen do a forfeit. So yeah,
What forfeit?
I don't know. I'll think of one eventually.
I think his forfeit should be appear on his webcam wearing a ballet tutu and dancing the Sugar Plum Fairy.
No, he
Come on,
should make
people,
a
we're not
video
that far
of
away.
himself singing "I Feel Pretty."
Wait a second. In a tutu dancing to the Sugar Plum Fairy. How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know what he and Britt does behind closed doors already?
How do you know?
I'm
Because I've
Batman.
been watching.
I think you should make him wear your makeup and all your clothes and everything, and just like make him. I don't know.
That is a waste of perfectly good makeup, sir.
I rarely wear makeup.
Yeah, but you must have makeup though.
I've got loads of makeup. I was a
I'm saying-
plastic for a couple of years.
Saying you could do that for Peter
Actually-
because it's forfeit then.
Yes. Yes, I will.
No, actually, I got a better idea. We get Peter a we buy Peter a Big Bird outfit, run him around, or have Britt climb on his back and have him run around while Britt screams, "I have a chocobo!"
Well, if I won the lottery, I'd get me a chicken outfit and a holiday in Ethiopia. Survival.
It's probably the main story of the day. But
So is he still off sick?
Yeah, he's still not well.
Yeah. And we just lost Blind Girl.
Oh
Alex will
dear.
probably be back. Either that or Alex will go with South 16. Easter holiday, Easter Sunday explosions at multiple churches and hotels rock Sri Lanka. Death toll rises past 200.
I wonder who did that.
I have no idea, but I have a damn clue.
I bet it was the Salvation Army.
Hello, Undying Oliver.
No, it's not. It's those minions.
It's the peaceful people, the people of peace.
Yeah, minions.
The religion must never be questioned as it is peaceful and brilliant and fantastic in every single way.
Yes, and they have that prophet, peace be upon him.
After
Preferably frozen ones.
Hello, Freedom. A pair holding US and British nationalities were among 11 foreigners killed after a series of explosions struck 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels just outside of Sri Lanka's capital. Easter Sunday leaving. It's a weird name for the capital. Leaving at least 207 people dead and 450 others with injured, officials say. Sri Lanka's foreign ministry said the other foreigners whose nationalities have verified include 3 Indians, 1 Portuguese, 2 Turks, and 3 Brits. Goddamn Tonka, the toy company. Yeah, I kind of thought that one. No, nobody gives a fuck about Tonka Saw anymore.
Who?
Exactly. Yeah, religion of peace.
Open the door, get on the floor.
Religion of peace at work again.
So,
The US state confirmed in a statement that several US citizens were among those killed in the explosion, though details were still emerging. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo went on to condemn the Easter morning terror attacks. Attacks on innocent people gathering of worship or enjoying a holiday meal on affronts to the universal values and freedoms we hold dear, and demonstrating yet again the brutal nature of radical terrorists whose sole aim is to threaten peace and security, Pompeo said in a statement. Nearly 6 simultaneous blasts followed hours later with 2 more explosions. Marked the bloodshed as among the worst of South Asian countries. This is the South Asian country's 26-year civil war ended a decade ago. And a spokesperson for the Sri Lankan peace said, a police spokesperson said 13 suspects have been arrested in connection with the attacks. Police said there are also found a vessel that they believe was used to transport suspects into Colombo, along with a safe house used by the attackers.
You mean the detective, Columbo?
Yeah.
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing, sir.
Defense Minister Ruan Foran.
Why are you going about with the murder victim's hand in your pocket? I'd really like to know.
Defense Minister Ruan Foran described the attacks as a terror attack by religious extremists. Imagine my shock.
Yeah, you know I'm not just a great detective. I also discovered America.
No, that was Christopher Columbus.
Meow.
Actually, that was the Vikings first, actually.
Really big thing over his head.
Oh dear God! Can we move on with the news now, guys? Because I'm starting to get a slight headache.
I'm sorry.
You're not the only one. I have a hunch some of them have a last name that rhymes with Muhammad. Yeah. No.
Actually, an article was released in the U.S. this morning saying one of their names was like Abdi Muhammad or something.
Mm-hmm. Why am I not surprised?
Imagine my shock.
No worries, freedom.
Don't tempt me.
Well, no one could immediately claim responsibility, Prime Minister Ranal Foran said. He feared the violence could trigger instability in the country and its economy.
Sri Lanka has a strong Buddhist presence as well, doesn't it?
I think it does.
Because the Buddhists are actually starting to go out of their way to attack Muslims these days. Not saying something.
Well, I think Buddhist extremists are a thing as well, actually.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's a whole attitude now. It's either them or us, because it's getting that way.
Yep.
The explosion collapsed ceilings and blew windows, killing worshippers and hotel guests. People were seen carrying wounded, bloodshed pews. Witness described the powerful explosions followed by the scenes of blood, broken glass, alarms going off, and victims screaming in terror. People being dragged out, Foran of Colombo, a 24-year-old founder of tech marketing company. He was going into the city's Shangri-La hotel for a meeting. It was after when it was bombed. People didn't know what was going on. It was panic mode. Well, can't blame them. I mean, yeah, there was blood everywhere. First explosion occurred around 8:45 a.m. local time, with the deadliest appearing to be the St. Sebastian's Church in New Combo, a city about 20 miles north of Colombo. Other attacks occurred in the St. Anthony Shrine in Colombo and Zion Church in the eastern city of Batacola. Completely. The three hotels, Shangri-La, Cinnamon Grand, and the Kingsley Hotel, all in Colombo, frequently visited by tourists. So, yeah, that's good shit. Right. Time for a funny story.
A funny story, yay! I like funny stories because then I'll be less angry.
Farmer winds up tourists by claiming he painted sheep are tartan because they drink iron brew.
What?
Oh, God.
Maxine Scott put up a sign at Dr. Cardiff Wildlife Centre saying that the sheep turn tartan naturally.
No offense, but I bet Americans fell for it.
Oh, get out of my head.
What?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Well, of course they grow like that, Mary Lou. You just said.
A cheeky farmer is winding up American tourists by spray painting her sheep tartan and claiming it's caused by them drinking Iron Brew.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
no.
fucking funny, man.
Iron Brew isn't alcohol though, Chadwick. It's a soft drink. Owner
We
Maxine
used
Stott,
to drink it.
62, used her skills of a spray can to brighten up Hughes, April and Daisy. Put up a sign in the sheep were that colour naturally, and the wool was used to make tartan wool for kilts and blankets.
I'm sorry, carry on.
Well, that is one way to stop the Welsh from fucking them. True.
Yeah, not
Gravity.
really, no. They'll just think they're tripping.
And I probably still want to fuck them even more. But at least it's not English sheep. Let's fuck it.
Well, yeah, the Welsh hate the English, so they're still fucking the sheep. They just don't call them in the following day.
I can't believe this. She actually said that's how they make tartan like kilts. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they live in Octogarrick Wildlife Centre, Comrie, Perthshire, and are decorated using marker spray used by farmers to identify sheep during lamb numbering.
I think you should have gone. You could have gone one better, and had some specially made clothing for, like in the style of the early 70s, made for the sheep.
I'll put a mohawk on them.
I mean, can you imagine a sheep wearing like a polyester shirt and a pair of bell-button jeans with a big gold medallion?
Or put like ginger wigs on them with those little like hats. Just some sort of square. Sorry, am I being racist?
Yes.
Good.
Carry on.
I heard a good one. Why do they wear diapers on their heads? Because they have shit for brains.
Like I keep saying, a Muslim considers the difference between a goat and a camel. You don't need a stepladder when you're having sex with a goat.
A sign on the pen explains that the diet consists mainly of grass, but they're known to enjoy Iron Brew, Scottish tablet, or shortbread. Maxine said when they've got you all heard Brit racism is good. Yep. Send it to jail. Brit's go to jail now.
Let's go to jail now. Let's go to jail.
Yeah, but Scots are all white. You know what I mean? They're a white race. So...
No. We have 0.7% black population.
Yeah, unfortunately,
that's practically zero.
Unfortunately, he not currently resides in Her Majesty's Slade Prison with Ronald.
From what I've seen, it's more than that. It's definitely more than 0.7% of black people in Scotland, though, surely. It's definitely more than that.
You know what? Technically, if you have 0.7% of the population, that's higher than the tranny population in the States. So good job.
Exactly. There's more blacks in Scotland than there is trannies in America. Well, that's something.
Yeah.
You don't learn anything? Well,
yes, and I bet you know both of them.
Unfortunately, anyway.
Hey, Scott, I bet you know both of them as well, don't you?
No, both what?
Both black people in Scotland.
Yep. One of them's a stoner, and he just sits and smokes weed all day. The population of blacks in Scotland is the same as Steve Stive's neighbour, apparently. A sign on their pen explains that their diet consists mainly of grass, but they are known to enjoy. I'll have you know, Batman, that they invented contraceptives using goat intestines. Yeah, it's improved by using goat intestine. He's on the concept by removing the goat intestine from the goat first, but still. I assume that's what you're laughing at. I don't know.
Pumpkin,
Yes,
you're a ninja joker, aren't you?
a little bit.
I can sense it. You. Hey, do you know why the Arabs call it camel a ship of the desert?
Oh no.
Come on, people. No.
Nope. We'd all get arrested then.
Oh, I was just going to say because it holds
Yeah, disavow.
water in its hump.
Fucking disavow you.
And the desert is a sea of sand. So, therefore, ship of the desert.
The opinions expressed on failing to read the news are not necessarily the opinions of the frigate himself.
I haven't said anything racist.
I'm still just going to distance myself from everything. Anyway, a sign on the pen explains that their diet consists mainly of grass, but they are known to enjoy Irn-Bru, Scottish sablet, or shortbread.
Mr. Mantrotic, why are you watching goat porn?
I don't know. Maybe he's got some weird fetish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maxine said when we got to the park, they'd always had tartan sheep. It was just for the tourists. We just continued the tradition like the public do. Americans are really impressed by them. If Americans will be impressed by anything, they won't they? Really. It's not that hard to impress an American.
I'm not sure to be mad at that statement or not.
Is it true, though? I mean...
It depends on the American.
Can you imagine them going back home saying, I know how they make tartan. They've got these sheep in the fields that are already tartan. All they got to do is just take off the wool and like make it into like the
Well, you know how the original made tartan.
Yeah, but then the thing is, you'd also end up with Americans like me and be sitting there going, what's the point? You shave the wool off the damn sheep to knit a sweater and put it right back on. Good work.
All right, 90 subs. We're only 10 away from 100 people. Come on. Like, share, subscribe, get people in here. Come on, I want to make Peter Elman do a forfeit.
I'll shill your stream in Sir Six chat when he starts.
That's a bit rude, isn't it?
No, actually, he lets me know to have a wrench.
You know how they actually did develop tartan? They kept, quite literally, they kept running out of the uniform colour of wool when they were making kilts.
I mean, thanks, but the thing is, like, that's a bit rude, is it not? So,
No, Sir Six has permission to shill stuff in his chat. That's why I have a wrench.
She's a wench with a wrench.
You don't even need a wrench to post links anymore.
This is actually true.
Yeah, because you can post them quickly.
I've already asked him if I can shill things like months ago, and he said, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but you know how consent can be revoked.
You can just go, if you're not interested in this stream, you can easily watch this one. Actually, you can maybe shield this channel, actually. That's probably a better idea.
Well, then I will share the channel in his stream when he starts.
Thank you, Elaine Girl.
No problem.
Because I don't want to be rude or anything, you know? Like...
No, he's pretty good, actually. Sir Sick, if you make any content, he will feature it on a Monday content shill if he likes it. So, you know. I can always pass something your way if you make his way if you make a video.
Thank you. Well, so now to let me share one video in his chat. That doesn't mean I get to show everything in his chat.
Oh, yeah, well, me and Sir Sick are bras, man. No, actually, we're just friends, but yeah, no, he usually trusts me to shill stuff, and like, if I suggest a video, usually he puts it on his Monday shill, because Bearing shilled for him and got him up to 30,000 subs, so now he shills other content creators that need a little boost. He's pretty good at that.
You got a sign saying that the lambs come out normal.
There used to be a farmer where, when I was a kid, had this field, had a sign on it. Said, yeah, trespassers beware. If you can't cross this field in 4.8 seconds, don't bother. The bull can do it in 5. He was a live bastard. The bull can do it in 3.
Well, Arms Killer is still more content than you've probably ever made. I can guarantee on that one. We've got a sign out saying the lambs come out normal, but they change as they grow older and the tartan starts to develop. I wonder if anyone's actually fallen for this shit, though.
I wonder.
I guarantee at least 1 or 2 people have.
I wonder how many millennials have fallen for it.
Oh, of course, they're fucking idiots.
Well, Blind Girl isn't. She's a millennial.
She's not a millennial. She's a Z, isn't she?
No, she's a millennial.
Okay.
Yes. What?
And you go, Blind Girl.
Disavow. The millennial comment, I disavow. I disassociate myself with all comments leading to millennials.
Actually, Chadwick looked up that article the other morning. You are not a millennial. You are that one word we found, that zennial thing.
Yes, I said Gen Z.
Hey, what, me?
I can't remember.
Well, I know exactly what I am. I was born in 1964, which is the very last year of the baby boomers.
So you're a boomer.
I was born a boomer, but I was raised as if I was a Gen X.
Yeah, we finally have a boomer. Well, we have a proper boomer on the street. That's something. Yeah, do you remember the moon landing?
What? Who? What?
Do you remember the moon landing?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're a boomer then.
Boomers started in 1965.
I think anyone who remembers the moon landing is a boomer.
Sorry, Gen X started in 1965. So you're kind of wrong there.
No, if Gen X started in 1965, you would remember.
Yeah, you would.
You might not remember the moon landing if you're 4, though. You might not remember that. So
I can remember things from when I was 3.
Yeah, but some people can't. It's quite big.
My father could remember the moon landings. He was born in 1935. So you're saying he's a boomer. He was a boomer.
No, but that's like the cusp. If you remember the moon landing, you're a boomer or older then. There's the thing.
Or a year younger.
My saying reads, trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again. You can do that, though, because, American.
All you need is a shotgun license.
No, and freedom was born in 1973. It's the jokey side explains a spectacular sight to see. Tartan sheep were first discovered here at Octagarth many years ago. When sheared, their wool was made. It's used to make tartan scarves and blankets. You're just repeating yourself.
Yeah,
then they get older, the colours change. If you want to visit us again, you may see a new tartan.
Yeah, tartan sheep. They're not as good as fainting goats, though, you've got to admit.
No, they're not. Yeah, Maxine bought the farm 10 years ago. Has been decorating the sheep since then.
I'm sorry.
She should have lied about the lifespan as well.
Apparently, random box can remember stuff from when he was 2. Yeah, some people can apparently.
Yep. Some people can actually remember the moment of their birth.
Some people, I think there's people that can remember being in the womb and stuff like that. I think that's weird. That must be weird.
And boring.
Yeah, that would have been boring.
Oh, unless, of course, you're to roller coasters. What the hell's going on?
I don't want to leave. I don't want to get out the womb.
Yeah, I mean, I was tough, me, even as a baby. When I was born, the doctor pulled us up by my ankles, smacked us on the backside, so I headbutted the bastard.
Yeah, but you're Batman though, so that might explain it.
Probably.
My earliest memory is moving when I was 2. The last 3 months or whatever, I can't remember any days.
My earliest memory is when I would be about 2, being scared because they fire the cannon every afternoon in Gibraltar, and we were always, us little kids were always scared when it went off because we didn't really know what it was.
My earliest memory is my 4th birthday. Anyway, she added you can buy a markers spray if they're lambing or in a race. You can mark them with spray to identify witches, just to tell if they have all been done. We all tried hair dye. That worked quite well, but it's gone back to using marker spray. Certainly, American visitors seem to think it's funny. Oh, there we go.
See, Scottish people do have a sense of humour.
Yes, they do.
Who said we didn't? Who said we didn't?
No one?
The French.
It's starting to wane now because of the fucking lefty fucking cucks have ruined that, but...
the Scots do have a good sense of humour. I mean, look at some of the comedians that have come from Scotland, like
Billy Connolly.
And then there was no, he was English, but there was he was Irish. Yeah, Billy Connolly.
Frankie Boyle used to be funny. Frankie Boyle used to be funny, and then he got cucked.
What the hell do you call that guy who played Rob C. Nesbitt?
Gregor Fisher, I think.
Yeah, Gregor Fisher. Yep. I mean, you notice, so the more working class a place is, the best class of comedians you get from there.
Filthy French. Yeah, filthy French. I say we nuke France and we nuke Quebec.
Disavow.
No, I'm not disavowing.
No, I don't. I think what we should do is we should pull together the gross national product and buy France, right?
We don't want to fucking buy France.
Hold on, let me finish. This is a great plan. We buy France, the land that France stands on. We buy it, and then we evict the French.
Yeah, just drop them in by to say hi, to say what's up and leave a like. Oh, thanks, Ninja.
Yeah, and rezone the entire country as an industrial complex.
Anyway. UKIP unveils Fogg, who taught Nazi salute, and Sicko, who joked about raping MPs as MEP candidates.
Well, no, he wasn't. He isn't a thug. He was making a joke, and Sargon said that he wouldn't rape Jess Phillips.
Yeah, based the media. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're going to twist anything anyone says out of context just because they can.
It's just an attempt to slander. That's all it is.
I've been barred from Jess Phillips' Twitter account because I tweeted at her. No matter what people say, I mean, the whole thing. I'm not going to do that, but I will say that I wouldn't walk past you, glance at you, and shake my head sadly whilst walking away.
I'd buy France just so they don't fuck up the rebuilding of Notre Dame. Fair enough. Yeah. Gas the French. Yeah, I'd say, gee, gas the French.
There's another one. Buy France, right? Then put everybody in France on your company pay list. Yeah, France Incorporated, and whenever they're in public or dealing with tourists, they've got to act like a stereotypical Clouseau-like French person.
That is the most slander headline I've seen. Slander I've seen in one headline. It wasn't about Trump.
Yep.
There are so many examples of Sargon being a cunt, but that joke was quite funny. Exactly, it was a joke. So was Danculus. They're both jokes. Both fucking jokes.
Yeah, and when you look at Jess, you wouldn't rape her.
No.
You're too busy screaming and clawing at your eyes.
I guess if you're going to start casting Frenchies, going to have to start with me. But good luck trying. I welcome anyone who has the misfortune of trying to come to my home. I enjoy standing my ground. Well, you're certainly not French then, are you?
No.
We're talking about the deep.
It's Dark Side of the Bear. Of course she's not French. She's cool.
No, yeah, she's American.
Yeah. That's something that always makes me chuckle about Americans, yeah. Hey, I'm Irish, man. No, you're not. You're American. No, I'm Irish. Do you have an Irish passport? No. Were you born in Ireland? No. Were your parents born in Ireland? No. Do your parents have Irish passports? No. Where are your
Have they ever even been to Ireland?
Yeah. Where your parents born? Nebraska. You're not Irish.
Yeah, most of them never even been to Ireland or Scotland or England or Wales, wherever, you know.
Yeah. Then they'll claim
Place they claim to be from.
Then they'll claim they're culturally Irish. It's quite easy to point out that they're culturally American. Yeah. Oh well, I'm ethnically Irish, but you're black.
The thing is, they're heritagely Irish, but they're not actually like born in Ireland. So
Yeah, they've got no right to call themselves Irish.
Yeah, they've probably never even been to Ireland, I was there.
Yeah, it's like I have a friend I went to school with. His mother and father were from Scotland. He was born and raised in England.
Yeah.
He didn't consider himself Scottish.
Well, fair enough. If he was born and raised in England, then he's English, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not Scottish. So.
Nope.
Yeah, 50% French and proud of it. That's why she was so upset she was only getting a bump up. Okay, would you love to come and play? I enjoy torture too. Okay, I think you're in there, mate. I'll be honest, it sounds like you are.
What do you call a half Native American Scottish scout? Hawkeye, the
You
new.
what?
moving on.
I knew I'd get a laugh off Brit.
Yeah, that's not that hard though, really, is it?
No, it isn't.
Hey,
It's not very hard. It's not very easy to amuse them. You just jangle keys in front of them and they're happy all day.
That's a cat. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but Brummy's about the intelligence of cats.
That's offensive, that.
yeah,
You apologise to my cat right now.
Yeah, that's why I always say about African Americans, you're not a dual citizen, you're just a fucking American.
Yeah.
I have Irish, Scottish, and German heritage, but I'm a fucking American. I was born and raised in the US. Yeah. I missed a bunch. Nigga, fuck your cat. No, I don't think Ninja's too happy about your cat. Anyway, the pro-Brexit party launched their campaign today in central London, unveiling Mark Meechan and Carol Benjamin as their MEP hopefuls. UKIP has officially revealed a fog who thought a dog a Nazi salute and a sicko who joked about rape as his candidates for the EU elections. The pro-Brexit party launched their campaign today in central London, unveiling Mark Meechan and Carol Benjamin as their MEP hopefuls. Yeah, all hail Blue Whale.
Wait, hold on. Don't scroll that picture back. Bring the picture back. There. Oh, the guy on the left there, on the right there. Is he pointing at something in the sky?
no, that whole like
Dankula looks like he's about to punch somebody. and poor Carl here, he looks like Buddy Christ from Dogma.
Sargo looks delighted. Dankula looks bored. That guy looks tired and just dejected.
Oh, that's what he's doing. He's raising his hand to ask if he can go to the toilet.
What the fuck's Sargon pointing at though? That's all I know.
Oh. The crowd.
My question is, does anybody notice that Sargon looks like that damn Jesus meme?
That's what I just said.
Right.
Christ from Dogma.
Dankula looks like a bored security guard. Well, he was a security guard, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
Is
he's
he
wearing.
wearing sweatpants?
It looks he's wearing jeans, I think. Looks like jeans.
I think.
Judging by the look of it, Sue's not that lucky after all.
Hmm.
No, I think if anyone, he's punching above his weight, isn't he? Really?
Who don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mr. Meechin. No one else on YouTube has count. John Killer.
Yeah. How's that? How is saying he wouldn't even rape Jess Phillips joking about rape?
Fucking hell, they couldn't even get his name right. Mr. Meekin. Also, no one also on YouTube has count. Dan Killer. Dan Killer. Fucking Christ. Could you not even be arsed doing your own research? Hey. Fuck me.
He's only Scottish anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
I Canuck.
Actually, I don't think there are any counts in Scotland, are there?
Well, there are other Scottish people in the House of Lords, so I don't know.
There's another thing. You might be able to answer this, Scott. How come there are quite literally twice as many Scottish people in England than there are in Scotland?
There is it.
There is. There are more people in England, Scottish people in England, than there are in Scotland.
Yeah, but usually they count ancestry with that, which doesn't really count, really, does it?
I'm on about actual Scottish people with like Scottish accents and everything.
Yeah, maybe like the north of England because they're close to Scotland, they sound similar. I don't know.
Oh, you get them all over the country, mate.
Like, have you ever heard people from Berwick speak?
Oh,
It's like
yeah, I've heard people from most parts of Scotland speak.
Berwick's in England, though, and the thing is, like, because they're so close to Scotland, they also sound a bit Scottish as well.
Well, yeah, Berwick's in England, but if you ask people in Berwick, they'll say it's Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically for all they really should just be in Scotland at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, but I bet when a Scottish person has to say they're English.
Like, their team isn't even plays in the fucking Scottish League, for fuck's sake. But
Berwick upon Tweed. I think the best Scotsman's got to be John Laurie from Dad's Army. Yeah, don't get me cold. That guy from Dad's Army, he should have done Jack and Ori during Halloween because he could be scary.
that's what Scottish people do. So.
Hey.
Mr. Meekin, also known as Dan Kular, was last year fined £800 after filming a pet pug, giving a vile response to statements like "gases used in Sea Kyle." Let's go with the fucking joke, you stupid cunts. Half the article is cursing. I'm gonna cat nap before I cook the massive dinner I have planned. You guys leave it open before you fart, didn't you? Electoral rules say he would only be barred from starting if he was convicted of an offence that sentenced to more than a year. Yeah, Frida, that was the point of the joke, though, was to make a cute pug the act of the most vile sentence you could think of.
Yeah. He wasn't doing it to upset anybody apart from his girlfriend.
And he even said that in the at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video as well.
I actually showed it to an independent audience who's just thought it's just a joke.
Exactly. I guess that's just the media, right? And the police trying to virtue signal. Virtue signal that backfired. Yeah, well. Trust me, if Trudeau comes back in again in Canada, it's going to end up like this, by the way.
So, you reckon if what do they call him? William Wallace was to be brought forward to the modern day and shown what Scotland's turned into. He joined forces with Edward Longshanks.
I don't know. I think he wouldn't be too happy either way, to be honest. He would not be happy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, did you see Dan Kelly teaching another pug to Roman salute when he said Black Power? No, I didn't.
Nope.
I guess that was just like to prove. I guess that was just to make a statement. I guess that's really what that is. Just say, well, how can we make a pug do this when we can't make a pug do that?
Freedom for tooting. Sorry.
Yeah, but don't you remember context can be damned in the eyes of the law? Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I go over to it, because you get.
Oh yeah, they altered the law during his trials. So that context was irrelevant. Indeed.
Yep. He told her, I want to protect people from having their rights infringed upon in regards to free speech and freedom of expression by draconian and authoritarian laws. I can't disagree with that.
I'm just wondering when they're going to start issuing the Gestapo trench coats to members of the SNP.
Should have done that a long time ago.
I'd actually see Nicola Hammond marrying Hairflick. Oh, sorry, Nicola Sturgeon, rather.
Fellow candidate Carl Benjamin was slammed for saying he wouldn't even rape MP Jess Phillips. Remarks he stood by. Oh, yeah, it was it was another joke.
Yep.
Well, kind of, because I'm sure you wouldn't rape her.
Well, no, but what it was she claimed she got a load of rape threats, right? When she didn't.
Yeah, she got a whole load of won't rape threats.
So what Sargon did was decide I'm going to give you an anti-rape threat saying I wouldn't rape you.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
joke.
that's offensive.
And then it just gave a thing on Twitter where people started doing that.
Well, let's face it, so was Jess Phillips' face.
Yeah, so this happened like fucking 3 years ago. I mean, there's not anything else you could get him for. Just lazy. And then again, it is the Sun, I suppose it would be fucking lazy. I don't expect the Sun to be the bastion of journalism. I don't think women are any different in the way of what we should treat them. I can't disagree.
Nope.
If you want equality, you should get equality. That means if a woman is being a giant bitch,
Yep.
laughing at me on the side, I'm going to be a dick to them. Exactly, yeah. So there's equality. She says she's a feminist. She says she wants equality. So yeah.
She only wants equality when it works for her.
Yeah.
Well, can you not remember that time when that guy was trying to bring up this bill about men's issues, and she just was laughing at him?
Yeah, that's what Sargon just said there, laughing about male suicide.
Yeah. Well, I only hope her one of her sons become victim of feminist legislation. See what she thinks then.
Good morning, boys and girls. Evening, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
How was
What
it,
a Tommy!
Pretty boring, and I'm hungover. That's pretty much it.
Rock on, Tommy!
That was evil.
Yes, it was.
I'm not going to pod.
Suffering, and you're screaming down his ear, you bastard.
I'm sorry, Scott.
I'm not going to make a comment. I'm not going to apologise for my comments against political correctness.
No, I just apologise to you for shouting.
Yeah. Miss Phillips mocked online by saying massive bitch, aka feminist woman, you can't control piddums. And UKIP's leader Gerard Batten defended both of them for both of the candidates earlier today. Yeah, these gentlemen are free speech merchants making comedy acts. You know, if they make jokes as part of their acts, I'm not condoning any jokes. Really ill-considered remarks. This is what they are. Yeah, that is a shit clapback, but she's a Labour MP. I don't exactly expect her to have a good comeback. I wouldn't expect any Labour MP to have a good comeback to anything. Calls have already been made to deselect Mr. Benjamin, who wants to stand for the Southwest region, for his comments. Party Swindon branch said he just joined the party and the members wanted nothing to do with Carl Orr's websites. And his appearance is not doing UKIP any favours. Who's an narcissistic cunt? You mean Jess Phillips? The party faces an uphill battle to hold on to their votes as Nigel Farage's Brexit party storms the polls is on track to win. That's what I don't get, though. I think, to be honest, the Brexit party and UKIP are going to be basically the same, aren't they, really? They're not really any different.
I'm not sure. I think one's kind of a little bit slightly, possibly militant.
Doesn't it? Because I assume they're just pretty much the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really?
I've got to agree with what Mr. Misanthropic has said about Jess Phillips, but he forgot to add she looks like a frog with a wig on.
The poll yesterday put the Brexit party on course to win 27% of the vote. Theresa May said she didn't want Britain to take part in them after 3 years. 3 years after Brits vote to leave the EU. Well, that's your fucking problem then, isn't it? If you didn't want that, we should have left already then, you stupid cunt. We will have no choice if Parliament doesn't pass the deal in the next 5 weeks. Yeah, it's just a pure attempt to slander. We're and lazy, but I don't expect anything different from the Sun. Really, Sunday productive day. Sunday's usually I don't do anything on Sundays, really. This is the most productive thing I've done all day.
You hard-working bastard. You know the most productive thing I've done all day?
Sleep.
No, I fed the cat.
Oh. Well, it's a Sunday. Don't expect to do anything.
This is true.
Outrage after some French protesters urged police suicides.
That is going a bit too far.
With French police suicides on the rise, officials are expressing their shock and anger. There's some yellow vest protesters encourage police to kill themselves. Yeah, that is going too far. I cleaned my guns today and fed the cats. Sunday has to be my productive day because it's my only day off. Fair enough. Today I found out my video card is a scam card, so I'm returning it. Oh, I'm lucky.
I wasn't actually making fun of him. I was literally clearing my throat.
Yeah, I think this is an anti-smoking stream.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
Saying that this is an anti-smoking stream.
Well, if that's the case, why have I got a cigarette in my hand?
Yeah, I'm saying don't smoke.
Oh, fuck that shit. I already lit it.
Yeah, mine's halfway done.
Even though everyone on here smokes. Well, most people on here
pretty
smoke.
much.
I don't.
And I've just been so quiet because I've stumbled on a couple of things that I'm researching that are going to be super awesome for tonight. So, yeah. Yeah, I stumbled on a couple of controversial topics that are going to be amazing.
Yeah, man. There won't be a shit show tonight for once.
No, I've actually done my homework.
Woohoo!
Unless, of course, like fucking Jungle or someone shows up, I doubt it.
And then I'm fucked, yeah.
Yep.
Because if he comes on, he's going to take over all the stream, isn't he?
Are you saying there's something wrong with Drunkle?
I'm saying
I'm so-
whenever Drunkle comes
What's
on,
right
he takes
for
over
Drunkle?
and I have to throw everything I've done out the window. So yeah.
You can always boot him.
No, I can't. He has more subs than me. I need his sub tricklage down to my channel. Fuck that shit. I'll put up with his annoying ass for some subs.
She
Oh,
wants
dear.
Drunkle to trickle all over her face.
Yeah, I noticed you literally only have them on just for views.
So basically, you'll
I
be
mean, I'd do the same fucking thing, but they ain't coming here, so.
you'll be doing a bit of gold digger after Drunkle.
Well, I like I'm a Sinatra fan, and Barry's pretty cool. Drunkle kind of irritates me, but he's funny. So I think the dynamic between the three of them suits the GPP. But when you get one of them alone on a channel, especially Drunkle, any research or format you had does go out the window.
Mm-hmm. I've got to admit, I do like Drunkle, even though he does annoy me.
I think he's
Yeah, I mean, they're sure the good lads. It's just like I said, any prep that I've done for the stream that night will, in fact, go out the window. I mean, I don't really mind that much. It just means I got more content for the next day. But tonight, I've done some serious awesomes, and it's going to be amazing for a Sunday.
Smoking is basically all I have left. I can only drink on weekends, and I have to eat healthy now because of my cholesterol. No luck. I'm I'm the last person to give fucking lifestyle tips the way I live. Radical protesters have cleared Gloucester police nearly every weekend for 5 months. On the margins of a largely peaceful yellow protest demonstrators for economic justice. On side of the Associated Press reporters heard some protests in Paris shouting "Kill yourselves" at the police, firing tear gas and rubber projectiles into a crowd to contain the violence.
Yeah, it should have been tear gas, should it? It should have been mustard gas.
Police unions pronounced the protesters' call, which prompted indignation online. Interior Minister Christophe Cachender called out disgrace. Police unions held silent protests on Friday after 2 officers killed themselves last week. Unions say police ranks have seen 28 suicides so far this year compared to 68
I wonder if they've got
overall of 2018.
I wonder if France has a high rate of people leaving the police force like the UK does. Because people are quitting the British police force in disgust, and Pumpkin thinks he's Darth Vader.
That'll just be his vape again.
All right,
Sorry,
Darth
Larry.
Vader then.
Darth Vader. Luke,
Go on,
I am
go
your
on,
father.
Pumpkin. Say it, Luke. I am your father.
Ironically, we named my son Lucas just for that reason. So I can't say it.
Hey, you're a bigger nerd than Peter is, then clearly. Like, even Peter's not that fucking nerdy.
Well, friend,
We don't know.
that-
We don't know. He doesn't have any kids.
That's not as bad as my friend's younger brother. His father is a football fanatic, and he got named after the winning national side of the World Cup of 1968.
That was 1966, wasn't it?
1966, sorry, yes.
When England won the World Cup.
Yep. And he got named after.
Could be worse. My brother, this is actually just total hippie stuff. My brother named his first daughter River. His second daughter's named Meadow. I told him if he has another daughter and calls her Brooke, I was going to slap him.
Look, I am your father, which is never actually said in Star Wars, eh?
Just like making baby noises. Look, it's a babbling brook.
Well, the thing is, once River started walking, we actually started walking. She eventually started running. So for a while, I got to play with the gag about a river runs through it.
Yeah. At least he wasn't as bad as Frank Zappa, who named his son or his daughter, I forget which, Moon Unit.
I'd swear parents these days hate their kids.
David Bowie named his son Zowie.
It's like celebrities always have weird names, don't they?
Yep.
They usually always name their kids weird names. Well,
I'm laughing at that headline.
Yes, I am. The irony.
Anyway,
I wonder if this vegan activist was James Warden. It would have been better if he was called John Piper or John Piper's son.
Anyway, vegan activist who stole a pig goes hungry in prison with no animal-free menu. Well, that's your fault for being a fucking vegan, then, isn't it?
Yep.
James Warden is accused of stealing a calf and a dead piglet from a farm in Western Australia. What? If it's dead, then why did you steal it? Like, really, it doesn't make sense to me.
The waste
Well,
of meat.
Well, you see, the horrible truth is nobody can resist bacon.
It's
Nobody.
fucking dead. It's a dead piglet. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Still make bacon from it.
Stupid. A principled vegan activist accused of stealing a calf and a dead piglet has gone on hunger strike over the prison's animal product heavy menu.
If I was in charge of that prison, I would instruct the guards just to leave barbecued rib outside of his cell so that the smell just keeps wafting in.
Yeah, well, Tom, vegans and SHWs really are just one and the same a lot of the time, aren't they? To be
Which
honest.
is true. If a vegan was out in the wild and you can't survive on plants, you have to eat animals.
Oh yeah, if a vegan was like fucking 100,000 years ago, vegans would have been fucked. They would all die. They would have died out a long time ago.
A lot of
you
people stop being vegan now.
You've got to have a relatively developed civilization to support veganism. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of the Hindu culture has veganism, but that's a developed culture. It's just not a natural state for humans to be in.
The thing is, excuse me, a lot of vegans now, like, some of the vegan YouTubers aren't vegan anymore.
Yeah, because of health problems.
Yeah.
The funniest thing I saw about veganism, can you remember that Bear Grylls, the island, where they had the male island and the female island? They had this Scottish girl on who was a vegan, and she had to leave.
A principled vegan activist accused of stealing a calf and a dead piglet goes on. James Warden went on hunger strike 48 hours after he was locked up in Akia prison in Perth, Australia. That's what's in Aussie. Yeah, fucking, it's his own fault for being a fucking vegan. I don't feel sorry for him. The 25-year-old remained in custody after he was charged on 2 counts of trespassing, 2 counts, each of stealing and aggravated burglary. The charges relate to the alleged theft of $1,500, £825, calf and a dead piglet from Western Australia farm. She's accused of stealing. She's accused of live streaming on social media. Well, what a fucking idiot! Why would you film yourself in the fucking act of the crime? Oh, look at me! I'm looking like fucking amazing. Like,
What makes me laugh is the fact that vegans can do what the fuck they want, but when they start pushing their agenda on other people and then start mouthing off about it, it's going to get too much. People are going to get pissed off. You're going to be a vegan, that's awesome, be a vegan, but don't fucking rub. It's like preachers, don't preach to people because they don't care.
Oh, hold on, preachers don't preach to people. I think you mean religious people don't preach to people. I think.
After the direct action everywhere, member was remanded in custody for not having enough money to cover bail. Warden refused to eat from the prison's menu.
Oh dear, what a pity. How sad.
Some of them said just go eat some meat. And that kind of thing, Warden told some Australian news company for his fellow prisoners. I love
the way that's worded. Warden refuses to eat from the prison menu. Think of that strictly from the American point of view, where the head guy in the prison is the warden. He doesn't have to eat from the menu. He's the warden.
Yeah.
Per show.
Oh no, that's his name, Warden.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
I missed the joke, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
I hung my head in shame.
The experience I had was nowhere near as bad as what the animals are going through. They are suffering daily and had to be 48 hours in custody. I think it's important for society to make change and recognise animal ethics. It's called the fucking food chain.
I think you should go one step further and you should recognise vegetable rights.
Chadwick's doing a stream tonight. I might join for a little bit. I won't stay for too long, though. It's important for society to make change and start recognising it. It is alleged that Warden and several other activists ranging from 21 to 36 took the baby cow to rescue farm in Baruna. Charges related to the offence that allegedly happened between August and February at properties in Foran, Hopeland, West Foran, Bangor, and Foran. Warden has been granted bail since appearing in court with two in court in his home state of New South Wales. As part of his bail conditions, he's required to report to Bayswater Police Station once a week. Oh, well, fuck this guy. Anyway, chilling time.
Already?
Yeah, I'm going to go for an hour and a half today. Well, I did almost 3 hours yesterday, so I'm going to go too long today.
Okay. Who's going to go first? Shilling themselves?
Brett, on you go.
Okay,
Good.
so my all my stuff's in the description. I'm on Twitch and I'm also on YouTube. I stream like 5 times a week if I'm feeling okay. Please stop by and say hello. Also give me monies.
Yeah, speaking of, right. Anyway, Chucker.
Pumpkin Trucker channel, almost daily dash cams, starting tomorrow morning about 8:30. Link is in the chat and in the description.
And any questions from the chat? The last like few minutes or so. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. I might see, because I might be doing maybe do some college work tomorrow. So if I can get that finished, there will be a stream. If I can't, then there won't be a stream.
Anyone?
No, let's wait and see if there's any questions at all. Yeah. Man.
Here's a question. Have you ever had sex with a papaya?
No.
What?
The hell kind of question is that?
A random one.
I worry about you sometimes.
That is quite random.
Well, are you been eating papaya or something and just wondered?
Nah, you haven't seen that video about vegans having sex with fruit?
Oh my god. Really?
Really?
Yeah, sex with papaya, Mr. Misanthropic. Yeah, very.
Guy naked in a bathtub playing a guitar, talking about his veganism.
Fucking.
Well, you're a very strange person.
I didn't make the video. I just happened to stumble across it.
Then you are Canadian. I suppose you would be strange.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fucking vegans. Always the fucking dirty vegans.
Vegan Gaines apparently got in trouble for mistreating his dog because he was trying to make his dog vegan as well, and it made the dog really ill.
Probably.
Not surprised.
People do that to cats too.
You're meant to have a diet of meat and have a diet of meat and vegetables for a reason, not one or the other.
Yup. People kill babies doing that shit too.
Yeah.
Where's my sweater?
Anyway, yeah, remember to like and share the stream. We're only 10 away from 100 subs now, so if you haven't subbed, please sub already. Head off to blind trucking in half an hour.
God damn it.
On truckers
Oh,
left.
my mom brought my son a bunch of crap and I'm stepping on it.
Right. Head over to Blind Tucking in half an hour. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to all these
Yeah,
people
do
as
that.
well. And yeah, don't peel on the shower curtain all the way.